everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Cardinals going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. To throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Over. Touching now. Green 19. Detroit. Set.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On second down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
This is Logan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again with Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working from the gun, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it here with Logan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back there.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On the carry, it's Logan. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Pulled in at the 24. Able to avoid him at the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something... wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and they can't bring him down. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the Pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
No, Jack, Patriot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run with Logan, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escapes the sack. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out left side here to Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third quarter score. And the Bears have scored to add on to their lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. The 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Looking to throw. Shakes off the sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now let's go.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcel Darius able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
To throw is Beathard. And his throw is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
So out now come the Cardinals. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message that you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a handoff as they run left side. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now they'll run on the draw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Leopard, here we go. Blue, Detroit, here we go. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.